Your ability on your bike has got very little to do with your progress. That might sound shocking coming from a coach, but it's true. Sure, ability may lead to more enjoyment through riding faster, being at the front of the group. But your enjoyment on the bike comes from your why. But the reason that you blame ability and the reason that we disappear from a fitness journey is more to do with the habits that you've created, and you've used ability as an external factor. Just like the mess you've got yourself into with chasing a new bike, new wheels, new shoes, all sorts of gadgets that you think are holding you back. Look, it's fundamental. Look, let's say 1,000 of you watch this video. I would say that 10 of you, are you one of the 10 that have got what it takes to make consistent progress? And this is because life exists with two types of people. There's those that saturate their life with passive habits and those that have active habits. What's the difference, coach? Passive habits, they're time wasting, really, but you love them. You're watching the clock thinking, oh, I'm so peaceful sitting in my chair, eating all this shit, watching all this shit on TV. Oh, I love these days. Great, okay, if that's for you, but what you've got to understand is you've created passive habits and they don't actually progress you. Life's full of them. Fucking Strava is one of them. Okay? And I'll share with you why. Because I've got three steps that will change you into one of the 10 people for every 1,000 that can progress. You see, the thing is, active habits, they're hard. Yeah, they're hard. They take you outside your comfort zone. So many people start and give up. You've been there, haven't you? You've been super motivated on a fitness journey, on a weight loss journey. Within a week, you've given up. Okay, it's all over and you think, that's not for me. I haven't got what it takes.
I'm not good enough. I haven't got the ability that the others have got.
Bullshit. You've got the ability. You just haven't got the processing wired up correctly. Look, habits exist with you and me. They're already there. What are they? They're patterns of behavior. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you laugh. Sounds like a song. They're all habits, but we've got to drive up active habits. Okay, let me give you a strategy that works. It's worked with thousands of people I've coached. I've used it for decades because I was introduced to it as a teenager, okay? Now remember, on this channel, I'm going to take you to the 1% Club, both physically and mentally. If you want to be part of that mission, just subscribe to the channel and share it with your passive habit friends, okay? Right, the first thing is, client says to me, oh coach, that's okay for you. I've got no time. Bullshit, okay? Because you've created that as an external factor. It's an excuse that you've got. How much time do you need? Sure, you can go and research, and some people will say you need 10 hours a week, you need 5 hours a week. Look, the thing is, you need whatever time you've got, and you need to understand that everybody is stretched for time. But you've created this external factor that's an easy way to create a safety net and an excuse. So you will slip back to your passive habits. Because it's hard. Because what happens is you start overcommitting yourself, and then you can't maintain this. Yes, you're in the valley of despair from Mount Stupid. You need to find Mount Sustainability. So, let me ask you this, have you got 3 hours a week? Look at your passive habits. How much time are you sitting watching TV, scrolling through dog videos on Instagram? Is that just me? But look at that time, okay? You've got time there. If you really want it, you will find it. Let me say you've got 3 hours. Could you split that up into 6 sessions of 30 minutes? If you're doing 30 minutes every day, you're building the habit. But here's the thing, that takes effort, it takes commitment, it takes consistency. And that's why only 10 in every 1,000 will do it. Are you one of them? Have you got what it takes? Because you've got to build the habit. As soon as it becomes an automatic response, you're going to do it like you do walking, talking, eating, laughing, farting, whatever it is you do, it fills up your day. Okay? Now, we move that on to give me a task, coach, that can really help me build up the consistency. Here's the number one thing I have seen over the last couple of years, the private ride. The private ride is something I created for people who were overwhelmed by external noises that was stopping them making active habits. What are those noises? No, it's not your neighbours shouting at you for taking the bins out at 4 in the morning. It's the noises that come from social media. Strava, mainly. You're riding with control, you think, but you're being influenced by those external noises because my ability is shit. I need to have this higher average speed. For who? For you? Well, that's only going to take you to the valley of despair, and then you're going to stop and you become part of the 99% Club, who don't do anything but blame external factors for the shitty position that they're in. You're better than that. You're one of the 1%. Create a ride once a week. Do not share it publicly. Keep it private. Keep it private to yourself. Share it to your other training platforms if you use them, okay? So I will do this with my clients. They will share to Training Peaks only, not to Strava, one a week. Only I see it and I give them a big thumbs up. By doing that, suddenly you dial into developing your pedal skills, developing your cornering. You don't feel pressured by start to finish. I've got to keep going, keep going, keep going. I've got to keep it fast. Because when I share this to the world, I am man plus. Bullshit. Okay, you're creating a false identity. Nobody cares. Honestly, because everybody else is fighting their own fires. They're not looking at you thinking,
Oh, Bob, he's half a mile down average this week. What a wanker.
they're not thinking that, okay? You are. So you got to dial into you, your why, your journey. Be consistent. Private ride. Look, if you feel pressured into annual miles, make it public a month later. It's still there, okay? But once you do one private ride, you'll start to do 2, 3. Before long, you'll become a private dancer. Nope, sorry, that's for New Year's Eve only. You don't see that, okay? Now, number three is really important. Okay, you're going to drive up your active habit behavior by challenging yourself. I want you to give yourself a stiff challenge, okay, a really hard challenge, something that you think, I don't know if I can do that. Because here's the problem. You've built up this lack of confidence in yourself because your compliance is low on repeating the tasks of the workouts or whatever it is you're trying to improve. Because active habits are really hard and they're hard, so you stay away from them. So here's what you do. I want you to pick a distance. What's the furthest you've ridden? What's the highest you've ridden in your local area? I want you to beat that and I want you to do it in 4 weeks. I want you to set yourself a challenge. 4 weeks, I'm going to ride 127 miles. That's the furthest I've done, coach. Give yourself 4 weeks. Tell other people. Don't keep it a secret. Tell your whole family. The trouble is a lot of people have a global goal and then they have a secret goal. They're too scared to share the secret goal because they're too scared of failure. Is that you? Because that's 99% of people. A little bit scared to share because I might fail. What will they think of me?
What a wanker, did you see him? He set that goal of riding 127 miles and he only rode 125 and a half. What an absolute wanker. Knock him off the Christmas card list, Betty.
It doesn't work like that, okay? Set yourself a challenge, because guess what? I reckon you can do it. I reckon you know you can do it, but you've just fallen into this passive habit. I'll just put my feet up. I've been working hard, coach. The kids have been a nightmare. My dog's not very well. Do it, okay? Whatever it is, stretch yourself, and even if you don't do it, you had a go. So the thing is, it's about rewiring rewards. It's about rewiring language. It's about rewiring behavior. Take on things that you think are difficult and they will push you further than you've ever gone before. Because we are living in risk aversion. It's human being DNA. We're programmed to avoid this risk, but we get frustrated with it. And if you're frustrated with where you're at, that means you're a warrior. You're wanting to challenge, but you just don't know how to. And you've fallen into the habit of blaming your ability. Do not blame ability, okay? It's riding a bike. Ride it on a straight line, turn it left and right, and stop when you have to. It's not that difficult, is it? The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. It's driving you towards active habits. All you gotta do is identify it, okay? Don't fall foul of blaming time. Try the private ride and challenge yourself in 4 weeks. Something extraordinary. And it doesn't matter if you don't get there. Set another 4 weeks for a different challenge. Take yourself outside your comfort zone regularly. Your confidence goes up, your compliance will go up, and your progress will go up. Hey, you want more content from me? You want something really special? I've written a book that takes less than 2 hours to listen to in your ears, spinning on your bike. It's my story, it's my Bulletproof manifesto, and I'm giving it away for free. The link is in the description. Yeah, free, it's there for you. This book has got endless opportunities for you to tap into my story and use parts of it yourself, because your story is just as interesting as mine. I'm no different from you, but I'm going to make sure I stay in that 1% club. I'm going to make sure every day I've got with breath and spinning legs, I'm going to fight. Okay, you keep smiling, keep spinning. I'll see you in the next video.